Hello, hello, hello. So, body cam shows stalker at 12-year-old girl's house begging for a date. I don't even know what to say to that.
I'm seriously trying to get a date with the girl on the internet.
Okay, yeah, but you're going like door to door trespassing on all these people's properties.
That's trespassing? Knocking on someone's door is trespassing?
Yeah, if you don't have permission to be on their property, absolutely. So why are you going door to door if you're trying to meet some girl from the internet for a date?
I've been after her for 5 years and I haven't heard nothing from her. If
5
I find
years?
her one day, that's fine.
She's
If not,
12.
I can
5
leave.
years ago, she was 7.
No answer or yes answer.
Yeah, well, going door to door isn't going to find
What
her.
am I going to do? Sit out here, wait for them to pull out of the driveway?
Well, you don't even know where she lives.
I know I do, but I had my cell phone taken away from me. Like I was sleeping over there by the wall.
His pocket? Did someone stole his entire pocket?
Greens.
Okay.
And in that night, someone
He's
took my cell
homeless.
phone from me.
Right.
So I don't know which.
So what's your long-term plan here? Because I mean,
long-term plan
we got several complaints about you coming up, knocking on people's doors, soliciting.
That's not right, man.
Well, that's why I'm here. I'm not just driving
saying that
around.
didn't happen. I'm just saying if I could get a yes or no answer for her, I would leave. You know.
I'm going to venture to say if you haven't found her yet, it's probably a no.
How are you to say that, man? I don't know what address.
Well, because you don't know where she lives. You don't even know who she is.
You don't even have a phone.
From Oregon?
I am from Oregon.
Oh, you got to take this guy in.
Why?
He's been harassing the 12-year-old daughter online.
That's how old she is?
Yeah.
You're here to forbid me? Little children? My name is Ask Little Children.
Oh, God.
Oh, my God.
The FBI's involved in it, so please.
The FBI? You know what?
All right, hey,
That's
stop
wild.
talking to him. All right, step down here on the street, get off this property.
That's
All right,
wild.
I'll be with you in a second,
Yes,
sir.
thank you.
Yeah. All right, so there's your answer. This girl you've been talking to is 12 years old. You're obviously an adult, so that conversation.
Forbid them not.
Hey,
Forbid them not.
she is 12 years old. That is her parent. He will forbid whatever he chooses. Am I clear on that?
12 is very old. I was looking for a 6-year-old.
Oh! It was kind of funny, but also, the hell? Like, I get it was a joke from someone that's not, looking for a child, but like,
All right, that's disturbing.
You know what? Holy and profane. I'm holy.
holy.
So is my church. The Church of I Am Christ.
Whatever church he goes to, they need to be investigated.
I am
All right,
Christ.
what are you need a, what are you, homeless? You live in the area?
I'm homeless and a truck driver, and I'm
Okay, do you have a truck around here?
I'm waiting to make some money, man.
Okay, how are you going to make money?
Driving trucks, man.
Okay, do you have a truck
You don't
down
have
here?
a truck.
No. When I get some, I'll get some money when I drive some trucks that got a Class A license.
Okay, but if you don't
Why
have...
are you looking for a date? You're homeless. You got a license to drive a truck that you don't have. You don't have a job. You're homeless. Your pocket's been stolen. I've never seen that before. I've never seen somebody got robbed for their pockets. And you're looking for a child. Like, you have too much going on. Pick a problem. First of all, you need to be in jail for soliciting children. And second of all, like, at least get your life together. I mean, most of these kitty diddlers around here, they at least got some, they're at least like executives in Hollywood or something. They got like good paying jobs. You're just going to be broke and trying to do that stuff. Jesus Christ, man. The sickness it touches anybody, from the homeless to the freaking wealthiest and the most influential. I don't get
truck,
it.
how are you going to make some money? All right, what's your first name, bub? What's your first name?
My name is As Little Children.
All right, what's your first name?
My name is As.
Yeah, I bet you like that part of Little Children.
Little Children.
As Little Children?
That's my full name.
So your first name is
As in
name's
soliciting
first name is
little
Az.
children?
Okay, is it AZZ?
As in, become as little children, or you will not enter the kingdom of heaven.
All right,
as that as.
That's not making any sense whatsoever.
No.
Become as little children, or you will not enter the kingdom of heaven.
Let's not do that. Let's not. It's not. Yeah.
It is.
Okay,
Become as little children, or you will not enter the kingdom of heaven.
So what is your government?
Whatever you think is paying you, whoever you think is paying you, I can pay you more.
So, well,
What? You can't even pay yourself.
Paying me.
I can pay you
I'm
more.
A city employee.
If it's money, that's fine.
So what is
if
your?
it's for diligency,
Sir,
I'm here for my
Sir.
woman. And if she does not want me,
Okay.
I will leave right now forever.
Well, the father has said that you are not wanted, so you should leave forever.
Forbidden not. Forbidden not.
Well, that's not your place to say that you know you're not welcome here. So what is your government name that you were given on your?
Okay, so he thought she was 6. It was 5 years ago they talked to her, so it'd been like 5 years and a couple of months. Why the hell is this 6-year-old, about to be 7, messaging some creepy dude online? Like, what the hell is going on, man? Like, I get that kids have cell phones and the internet early, but like, what the?
On your birth certificate or driver's license.
My name is. You want my social security number?
Sure. What's your first name? What's the name? What's the name given to you by the government?
Timothy.
Timothy. And Timothy, what's the last name given to you by the government?
Nielsen. Nielsen. Forbidden
Negative.
not.
He's just highly educated.
Forsake your.
Apparently, the
Forsake
subject's
your
been
wife, your
talking
daughter.
with a 12-year-old female at this residence on the internet.
Forsake your sons. Forsake your daughters. Forsake your wives. Forsake children. Do not forsake little children. I'm little children, and if you.
Is he identifying as a child, or he's just full crazy?
You're an officer of the law. That's it. If you will die for Jesus,
Nielsen.
if you will die for Jesus, die for Jesus right now. If you want to have me
Timothy-
taken in underneath the law, go ahead.
Timothy-
Because you want to
what is
fight
it?
for that badge right now. Go ahead.
I can't remember his last name. He's chattering so much. Timothy Henderson? I can't remember.
The one Church of Christ who is Muslim and Christian, and we have the living God who has never died.
Okay.
And if you want to be on
14 headquarters.
whatever, man, whatever, take.
Now go ahead.
Your assumption's correct. I'm out with Timothy Nielsen.
Find
Do you need a
it. Who
social?
will lose their life for Jesus Christ will find it. Who will lose their life for Jesus Christ will find it.
I don't think Jesus approved of your pedophilic behavior, sir.
I will lose my life for Christ any day.
Okay.
You will go to hell for Christ, because he ain't having it.
Bet you win before me. I find it. Lose your life for Christ. Let me just walk out of here, man.
Okay. So what? Again, what's your long-term plan? So we put to bed this whole I'm looking for this girl I met on the internet. It's against the law. You can't have a relationship with a 12-year-old. So the father forbid it. You're not welcome on this property. So what is your long-term goal here, sir?
Right now, I need to go take a shit, man.
You need to go take it.
Okay. So after that, so where are you going to sleep tonight?
You need to go to jail.
Not in the business. Not in the business. That's for sure.
Okay. Do you need like a bus fare or something? You want like up to Cleveland? Like I can put you on an RTA bus up to Cleveland. They got some homeless shelters and
drugs
stuff.
right now.
I didn't say.
I cleaned myself up.
I didn't
Not
say you were,
haircuts.
Mr.
I
Nielsen.
say
I never
release this guy, let him commit a crime that you can actually book him on, and then freaking put him away for as long as you can.
said you were on drugs. I'm trying to offer you some assistance because.
Let me just go consult with the Bible and consult with God right now.
Timothy, listen. So apparently, according to dispatch, we've been dealing with you in this capacity for a couple of weeks
I
now.
will leave forever
Really?
if that's what's in her heart that says that I do not want this guy. I will leave forever, and that 5 years has been one girl has been a long time.
So would you?
5 years.
So would you agree with me that at 12 years old she's not?
I do not agree.
Okay. So well, I'm telling you that you're not to have any type of relationship.
Okay,
with
as
this
little
girl.
children,
Okay.
right? She's going to be old one day
so-
and die.
So
Because
well,
I will live forever. And I will kill myself with that. I will kill myself.
Okay. So are you making threats to harm yourself?
No, I'm not.
Are you sure?
I'm not.
Because you just said I'll kill myself.
Without her, I will die one day.
Well, we're all going to die one day.
Right. And I hope my day is soon.
Okay. Why is that?
I'll be diligent with you, sir.
To be honest with you, I kind of agree with him. I hope his day is soon as well.
Okay, I appreciate that, but so why do you think you? I mean, we're all going to die one day, but I mean, so you understand she's 12, but I understand from you that doesn't make
no need to dissuade him from this particular path. Get it? All life is sacred, but we can let one go.
Understand God. With men, things aren't possible. With God, all things are possible. All things.
I understand that.
Not that. Not that. No.
That's what they say.
And I want to know what's in her heart. Her heart.
Okay.
Hey, everybody, we're going to get you right back to that body cam in just a minute. But
she says, yes, I'm in love with this.
Don't give me all that stuff, man. I've been with one girl all these years.
I'm trying to understand where you're coming from.
Or gone.
You haven't been together with her. What are you talking about?
Whoring around with other girls. I've been with one girl this whole year.
Okay. And where's that girl at?
2 girls.
No, it's 2 girls.
That's it. All these years. Okay. All these years. I tried to build this church. One church.
Oh, no. No. You're not building churches and getting children in there. There ain't no way.
Church is all that's left. It's because God has never died. He's always living. He's a living God, and he has never died. He escaped that death. When he came back and he was like crying, he said,
his teeth are doing a lot right there.
What you guys doing all sleeping? Let's go. That's God for you. And he drives the...
What you guys doing all sleeping? Let's go.
Biggest ship around here. And they're going to be on the mast for me. Back mast, front mast. My 2 girls.
Your 2 girls?
Okay, so who do you think lives here?
I don't know, man. I'm in a nightmare, man. I've been 5 years here, man. 5 years on the same girls. And I don't do other girls, man. I'm not.
And you don't even know who they are.
So you know these 2 girls' names, but...
I mean, putting in nobody in danger.
So who do you think lives here?
And I'm putting nobody in danger.
But you've never... But so how do you...
From the internet. I will never harm anybody. I'm putting nobody in danger.
Okay.
I could maybe just take a date with no sex. I'm not looking for sex. Maybe just a date for coffee or something, man. Just to meet her on the very...
Do you think 12-year-olds drink coffee?
I'll buy her dinner, dude. I don't care. I'm not looking for sex.
All right. Mr. Nielsen, do me a favor, just sit tight for 1 second. I'll be right back with you. I'm going to get that final answer for you. Yeah, you got it. Absolutely.
What is in her heart, dude?
Bring it back to me, man, please. You can do that, sir. I would salute you.
1921.
Yeah, you guys have got above and beyond.
Why did he go?
Hi.
Hi there.
Can I step in and talk to you?
Sure.
All right. Sorry, do you got a second? So they do have so he keeps talking about so they have a daughter, her best friend is who lives in like Parma Heights. So apparently they had like a YouTube channel like 5 years ago that he somehow started stalking them.
Oh, the little girls had a YouTube channel and he was stalking them. Oh my God. How did he get the address? These kids are freaking...
So he ventured from Oregon, and now he knows where he is. And like in my conversation with him, like he's leaving with this 12-year-old. Like nobody's going to tell him no. He doesn't care about the law. Under God, no one shall forbid.
He also said she's too old for him, and I don't think he was joking.
Blah blah blah. Like these folks are scared to death.
I'm trying to figure out myself, but he said 5 years. They haven't posted in a while, and I'm like, how do you know they live here? He's like, I love their channel. Once I started watching their channel, everything else went. I was like, well, how do you find out they live here? And he goes, well, I don't want to say, but it wasn't hard. And it sounds like they're kids.
They're 12 years old. Well, 13. Yeah.
Yeah. And he said that's some internet channel, and they haven't posted in a little while, and he's trying to start a church, and they're like, he wants a date. He's down here on his hands and knees begging God.
Okay, so he's never spoken to either one of these kids, and it was just a little girl and her friend had a YouTube channel.
for a
Oh,
date.
you should, watch this camera.
Yeah, so-
I thought we were throwing down for a second. So he got really animated about being in the church. He kept saying his name was as the children, and we kept referencing God in the church. So unfortunately, this guy confirmed that this is the right house because he came out, and as he talked to the guy here on the drive, he goes, "Are you from Oregon?" Yeah, he goes, "This is the guy, my daughter." I'm like, oh.
Is he from Portland? He said he's from Portland.
I don't know.
California ID,
So I just, like I said, I haven't run the ID. Terry said that it's probably this guy.
Yes, we've been dealing with him. But he said he came from Portland. So I'm like, where are you staying? He goes, well, I was downtown Cleveland, but Portland's way nicer than Portland.
I mean, so he's homeless. I mean, these parents, like, I guess he found out mom's cell phone. I guess he called mom's cell phone a couple weeks ago, and like now he knows where they live, and so like they're petrified.
So there's no way the mom is on the internet in some capacity. This guy's
The mom gave him the address? What is wrong with her?
the mom, is he?
No, it's definitely the kids.
Okay.
It's definitely the kids. Yeah. So she's like, isn't there some type of anti-stalking or something? And I kind of heard like, can he be arrested? I go, well, he hasn't really done anything yet. She's like, well, I'm afraid he's going to abduct our child. I'm like, I totally understand
He
that.
did do something. He was stalking them. He was harassing them. He's calling the mom and all this stuff. He's harassing. He's stalking. He did do something.
Go ahead. I mean, and he would in a heartbeat. Like, I truly feel that, the way he's been acting. Yeah, I was just inside talking to the male and female half.
Clear, so make sure you get that information.
Yeah, so I don't really know what to do because I'm fearful for this little girl's safety. I mean,
Me too.
Negative. I mean, it's clearly a 53 situation, but I guess we can put an anti-stalking order on him. I guess we can, cite him for harassment. I guess. I mean, I'll have to get statements and get a little more from them because this is all brand new to me. So I guess they saw him walking through the backyard. I think she said either a couple days ago or last week. And I guess his daughter's like, "Do you think that could be the guy from Oregon?" She's like, "I don't think so." So I guess he was here last week, like looking around. So when I first came up, he's like, "I'm trying to find this girl I met on the internet to go on a date." And I'm like, "Well, where does she live?"
Yeah, he said right here.
Yeah, well, he knows now because Dad came out and confirmed that this is the guy that has been talking to my daughter. At first, when I first came up, he didn't know. He didn't point to this house. He didn't identify this house. He was just kept looking back and forth. He'd just been looking
knew the
for
area, but
this
not
girl
the
that he met on the
exact.
internet. But he's been walking through this property a couple times here.
Must be somebody in the jail will take him. He calls Spencer Burnstorm.
All right.
I don't know what to do off the top of my head except
I'm with you.
jail to say, like, listen, this dude is here.
But did he like call the mom and pretend to be someone that's going to mail something to her or something, and she gave him the mailing address, something like that? Could have been how he got it.
This is what we got right now. Like,
Yeah, so apparently the FBI got involved like 5 years ago, and like apparently this agent, and I don't have all the details about it. We just talked briefly, but apparently all they were involved. Said it's a mental situation. Yeah, but the FBI guy's like he basically told the family, he goes, he lives in Oregon. I wouldn't worry too much about it. And here he is on their front porch now. So I'm gonna see if I can get the FBI guy's agent's name and stuff like that. Yeah.
do you think it elevates to menacing? Like, did he make any kind of comments to anybody or to Dad?
No, this is the first time they've actually had contact.
Yeah, no. When Dad
but he
came
was
on and talked to
screaming
him,
at
he wasn't
them
like,
just a
"I'm here to
moment
take
ago."
your kids, or like, I'm going to take her.
Well, I'd have to
He
go back
did
and
kinda
look.
say
I think
that.
he's like, like we're meant to be, or in her heart, or just something.
Yeah, he said.
Did you hear that, Chris?
He said you
He's just here
can't
saying we're
forbid
meant
me
to
or something,
be,
something
like
like
in
that.
my
And he's
heart,
like,
stuff like that. And I don't think like leaving. He's.
I was going to give a start on statements. I'll be back. But hey, Doug.
That's crazy to me. I didn't even know kids like I knew like there are young people that have YouTube channels, but I've just never seen them. I think they're like more famous on Twitch. I don't really watch any of that stuff, so I don't really know. But a 6-year-old with a YouTube channel, like who the hell is even looking for that? Is there even a category like that? I don't even know. What would they even do? Just play with their dolls? Like I don't even understand how. I guess a predator would be able to find that, man. But like, I can't even imagine like how someone even.
I'm 3 or 4. So like he also has no regard for the age. He goes, I don't care if she's 6. I'm looking for 6-year-olds, 12-year-olds. Like, I mean, he has no regard for like the age discrepancy. And all right, Mr. Nielsen, I told you I would do you one favor. I did speak with the 12-year-old, and I know while you said that you don't care if they're 6 years old, 12 years old, it's what you feel in your heart. She wants nothing to do with you. There's no love connection. She does not foresee herself growing old in your arms and dying together with you or anything like that. So it is definitely a no-go. I hate to be the person to break your heart, but it is definitely not gonna work out. Regardless of what may have been communicated on the internet, what you thought in your mind, what you thought in your heart, there is definitely no.
And you believe it came from her?
I talked to her specifically.
Do you believe it came from her? She wasn't under distress at all?
Well, no, she's not under duress.
How do you know?
Because I was in the house.
How do you know she's not under duress right now?
Okay.
How do you know she's not under duress? Huh?
Put your hands on your back. Put your hands on your.
Yeah, that was full crazy.
We're not gonna have you acting up like this. You're gonna be detained right now, just based on your erratic behavior.
But he's gonna come back.
Of you trying to, while we continue to investigate your desire to have a relationship with a 12-year-old.
That's erratic?
Step this way. It doesn't matter. Yours is probably easier to get into.
I've done nothing. I have done nothing.
Like I said, Mr. Nielsen, you're not under arrest at this time, but you are being detained through the investigation of a
And they're just
relationship
going
with a
to release
12-year-old.
him and he's going to come back.
Pockets.
I got a couple needles.
Do you really?
Don't make sure they're not uncapped. They haven't been used, but they may be uncapped because they may have uncapped.
Okay. Do we have your permission to take the needles and stuff out of your pockets so we don't get stuck? Okay.
Yeah. Don't get stuck. I'll get them out if you need it.
I'm just gonna take everything.
Yeah.
What's in the needle?
Got a
There's
razor.
nothing in the needle.
There's one of them.
Why do you need needles?
Because I need a clean needle if I use drugs at some point, which I'm not under any drugs right now, and a clean needle is, I don't want to get AIDS or nothing, man. That's what. Just want to make sure because
He was honest. It was just like, that's what, that's why I need it.
Yeah, I appreciate it. We always ask because sometimes caps fall off, and we certainly don't want to get stuck.
Right on.
Do you have a bag or something? Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
You don't
How
have
did all
any drugs
that
on you, do you?
fit in his pocket?
I came here sober. I went downtown and sobered up, and that's why I came here sobered up.
This is you sober.
Alcohol, that's about it. Probably gone by now.
How long have you been sober?
About like a week or two, I don't know.
A couple days?
A week or two.
A week or two?
Yeah.
That's some deep ass pockets.
Yeah, if you want to put yours on, I'll hold that.
Well, I was just gonna have you dump everything out here.
Hey, Mr. Right?
Hey, come on.
I got a date with your brother.
Do
Huh?
you believe these are extra larges?
Brother.
I do not.
Thank you. All right. Let me have just some of the other stuff there.
Dude, imagine you are one of the people that gave change to this dude.
I'm just gonna fold it all up in the glove here. What do you have in the little glass jar here?
It's paint.
Why you sniff the paint? You huff the paint?
I make signs because I'm homeless, that's why.
You make signs with it?
Is there any more? Is there any other pocket? Is that it?
This is Jesus for you guys. This is Jesus. Huh? Can I get one date with your brother at least? Just to talk to me and let me go at ease? Just a date with her brother, please.
Huh?
Just coffee or something with her brother.
Pull up on the.
She don't even gotta be there. Like, you go at least.
What's Ben say?
He suggested inducing
So,
panic.
so what I'm getting from this is like, I'm assuming here, but he probably commented on their channel or whatever, and they responded to his comment. He's probably, just give some kind of weird comment about how much he loves them or whatever, and they just kind of thought it was just like appreciation, and they probably like responded to it, and that's kind of what he's going off of. That's my assumption.
But I don't really think it fits if they're the only victims, It's public alarm, and I don't think the family counts.
What?
Yeah, but she's shaking in there, like the 12-year-old.
We can't leave the guy here. The trouble is, I don't know.
Yeah, I agree, and that's what I was explaining to the kids.
Damn. They're trying to find some way to book him, but apparently just one family being distressed is not enough for whatever he was thinking, public alarm. But they said he was ringing other people's doorbells, so that might count. And he was screaming and stuff.
cited for trespass.
Yeah, but we're trying to.
Is the jail going to take him?
I think if we explain the circumstances.
Yeah, this, like, hey, do you want to end up on the news for some kind of child predator thing?
Yeah, no, agreed.
Cuyahoga County Jail.
Agreed. So I know they're, I mean, nothing. They're not felonies, but there's a real safety risk here. I mean, the fact that, yeah, I mean, the fact that he doesn't care. He goes, I don't care if it's a 6-year-old. Like making comments like that, like, oh, it's what God wants. Thou shalt not forbid. I'm like, well, her father's forbidding. Who are you? I mean, just.
This is crazy.
And here's the thing, though.
Like, he's from. The cops just feel as helpless. You know what I mean? Because they can't really violate the law. They kind of take him away, and it's just like, just a hell of a situation, man. Because he's an actual danger to those people, and they can't really do anything until he does something.
Oregon, he came here and like found out where they lived. He got mom's phone number 2 weeks ago and called mom from like a restricted number. Like, he's done research on where they live. So here's just the backstory. So I roll up and he said he's looking for a girl for a date that he met on the internet 5 years ago. So he's been going door to door. So Dad come in, he's just like talking about God. His name is As the Children. Dad comes out, he goes, wait, are you from Oregon? Yeah. And then he's like, this guy, you go, he's been talking on the internet to my 12-year-old daughter. And I'm like, all right. So he made his way out here from Oregon. So 5 years ago, this.
So every time a cop show up on the scene, he's got to tell this story again?
This girl was like 8 or 9. Her girlfriend from Parma, Berea, somewhere up there, was 8 or 9. They had some YouTube channel where they would do arts and crafts, and they would get fun. He latched onto that, and he started commenting on them. And she'd blog him. He created a new profile and started doing more comments.
Arts and
like,
crafts.
You know, we're meant to be together, and God says you're behind this, that, and the other. And so starts down that road. And so now here we are, you know, 4 or 5 years later, he's in their front yard.
What's the person say about stalking?
Well, and that's, you know, I'm gonna look that up as well. So that's the thing. Like, so I guess 4 years ago they contacted the Center for Exploited Children. They contacted Portland FBI. They went out, talked to him. Like, yeah, he's a little mental, but he's in Portland. I wouldn't worry too much about it. Here we are, 4 years later. He's in your front yard.
Wow. Originally from California.
Oregon, yeah. But right. I mean, you talk about stalking. If that's not a pattern, I don't. Well, it's, I mean, with the stalking, no person shall knowingly take any action that would cause another person to believe that the offender will cause physical harm or emotional distress to that person or a member of their family. This will constitute menacing by stalking under Ohio law.
Also, doesn't mean menacing by stalking.
Well,
you get threat for that?
Well, that's what I'm looking. Let's look at the actual Ohio Revised Code here.
Usually, menacing involves some kind of threat.
No person by engaging in any pattern of conduct shall knowingly cause another person to believe that the offender will cause physical harm to the other person or a family or household member of the other person, or cause mental distress to the other person or a family or household member of the other person, in addition to any other basis for the person's belief that the offender will cause physical harm, blah, 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 blah. This says no person through the use of any form of written communication or electronic method of remotely transferring information, including not limited to any computer network, blah, 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 shall post a message. So, violate division of this section. Urge or incite another to commit a violation. No person with a sexual motivation shall violate. Whoever violates this section is guilty of menacing by stalking. It's misdemeanor 1st degree. Menacing by stalking is a felony of the 4th degree if any of the follows. The offender previously has been convicted or pled guilty to a violation of 291121. In committing the offense, the offender made a threat of physical harm to or against the victim as a result of an offense committed, or a third person on their behalf. In committing the offense under Division 1 of the section, the offender trespassed on the land or premises where the victim lives, is employed, or attends school. F4. F4, menacing by stalking.
There we go. Got him.
Jail. We called the jail, and Carmen explained the whole situation. She just said I hammered the whole situation. They said they'll only accept if we elevate the charges in the morning. So Sergeant Spencer called Prosecutor Thompson, who's like, well, we can't elevate him that fast. And then, of course, you know, Chris wants the Bureau to get involved, try to figure out who the agent was that ran the original investigation, get more information. So Spence's idea was like, let's just get him in jail on a 72-hour, on a 72-hour hold.
F4, menacing by stalking. He trespassed on the property of the victim.
But he's either been charged with...
Doesn't matter.
Okay, Mummert is brainstorming. Maybe we have a felony menacing by stalking that we could law inform that would negate the whole problem.
Yeah.
He just pulled his MBT over. We're all trying to brainstorm because Spence even said, off the top of our heads, we had trespassing in the jail.
Man, they're going through a lot to
OIC
get
said
this
we're
guy.
only going to accept him on that M4 if you can promise me you're going to elevate charge in the morning, which we can't do. Exactly. And Spencer's like, I got Forrest on it, but I don't know. I'm here to tell you, I am not comfortable leaving this guy here. And he's in my car, and I'm going to tell you, I don't even like him being in my car.
I appreciate what these cops are trying to do, but they're so goddamn chatty, man. This dude, he's gonna go through a whole story about, well, this is what I said to that guy, and and he was like, oh, like, what are you doing? Just like freaking be efficient, man. This is not, you're talking to your buddies, you're trying to solve a problem. There's a predator here.
This guy was here to steal children. I don't think he has the capacity to know.
He didn't care she was 12, didn't care if she was 6.
He openly told us, I don't care what their ages are, I'm here for them. He's on his hands and knees pleading out loud. There's neighbors out all over the place. I called for more guys even when Mummert and Macrinos and I were here. The guy's up and down, and he came from Oregon to take these kids.
And he knows exactly where they live.
And he knows their address, which is freaky. So we were really looking to just get him in jail so that we can do some legwork behind the scenes. Do you think that'll fit?
I do, because it says,
Chief, do you think I could call you back in like 5 minutes?
I think we got this.
Because quite frankly, let me call Spencer real quick and run what Mummert just found, because if that's the case, it's an F4 and we'll long form in the jail. I'll take him on the felony. I would appreciate it. This is a good...
Thanks for coming over to hang out.
It's a good use of the calling in favor. So I'll call Spence and then I'll call you right back, Chief. All right, thank you.
All right.
So what is this?
Menacing by stalking. No person, by engaging in a pattern of conduct, shall knowingly cause another person to believe that the offender will cause physical harm to the other person or family or household member of the other person, or cause mental distress. They are mentally distressed.
I bet they are.
So to the other person or family or household member. So if you scroll down here,
F4?
well, if you scroll down here, it's an M1, but then it says except otherwise provided, it's a first-degree misdemeanor.
Hey, Chris.
Menacing by stalking is a felony of the 4th degree if any of the following applies. He's been previously convicted, we don't know. In committing the offense, the offender made a threat of physical harm against the victim. That's not it, but C section. In committing the offense, the offender trespassed on the land or premises where the victim lives.
What Mummert pulled is F4, menacing by stalking, because the guy trespassed on the property of the victim. How do we feel about that? In which case it would negate all the nonsense that they won't take him because it's an F4. Yes, can you go back up to the top?
Yeah.
Brian, I'm going to read this to
Sure.
Chris. So the A section is no person engaging in a pattern of conduct, which I think we can establish here.
For 5 years?
He's been after these guys for 5 years.
Talk to the FBI, everything,
We've already called other law enforcement agencies. Shall knowingly cause another person to believe that the offender will cause physical harm to the other person, family, household member of the person,
he's
or cause...
accusing her freaking parents of holding her under duress so he can take her and all that stuff, like...
mental distress to the other person or family or household member. I can tell you this family is under significant mental distress. So...
Here, I'll scroll for you. What are you looking for?
Hold on. It says engage in a pattern of conduct.
He's been walking the streets of Brunswick for 2 weeks.
Yeah, we've gotten multiple calls on him over the last 2 weeks.
They've seen him in their yard 2 weeks ago.
In their backyard a couple weeks ago. Can the family positively identify him?
Absolutely.
This is the same dude? Yeah, Brian says they can.
And he got the wife's... And he got mom's phone number.
And he's been calling her.
She has no idea. She doesn't have a social media presence.
Does she have a call log of him calling that would show the number?
It doesn't. I think it shows up as like blocked, restricted, or something. I asked her like what the number was. It says it doesn't show up.
Comes up as blocked or restricted.
Yeah, I think they got him. But what I'm seeing here is as soon as he started stalking them, I think that the parents kind of intervened, and that's why the little girls haven't been online in like 5 years, because the parents were like, nah, you're not gonna have this YouTube channel if you got weirdos freaking harassing you and stuff now for your safety. You know what I mean? So they had to like lock that off. But this is crazy, man. Like in the beginning, I was like, okay, I can make a couple of jokes, whatever, This dude's just like out of his mind. He wants to date. He doesn't know what he's talking about. But this is like legit scary stuff, man. I don't know, man. Anyways, until next time.